When I was a kid, I used to believe old people were these ancient, all-knowing beings, overflowing with life-changing wisdom. So I started asking random elders in random places, like the grocery store or park benches, what their ultimate, lifelong wisdom was. And guess what I got about 80% of the time? Just be yourself. I did not like this answer, and over time I started to hate this answer. Why, you ask? Isn't this some feel-good philosophy everyone's peddling? And that was my issue. Feel good didn't equal good. It sounds harmless, right? But here's the problem with it. It assumes your current self is already perfect, or at least good enough to coast on. What if yourself isn't all that great? Imagine telling a pedophile or a murderer, hey, just be yourself. Extreme examples. Sure, but they highlight the elephant in the room. This advice can enable bad or immature behaviors instead of encouraging growth and change. And let's talk identity. Does anyone really know who yourself even is nowadays? In an age where our sense of self is bombarded by external factors, social media likes, peer pressure, cultural norms, how solid is that inner core? Data from identity development studies backs this up. Research on adolescent and early adult identity formation shows that our identities aren't just internal creations. They're heavily shaped by external influences like socioeconomic status, ethnicity, and environment. A review in the Journal of Research on Adolescence found that identity evolves through both maturation and external responses, with substantial stability but room for change. Yet, I don't see many folks hopping on the personal development train. Instead, we're letting algorithms and trends define us, making be yourself feel like a hollow echo. So if be yourself is holding us back, what's the fix? I'd like to propose a new thing we go around saying, be your best self. This isn't about faking it or becoming someone else. It's about accepting where you are while actively evolving. It inspires growth without excusing flaws. Why does this work better? I'll tell you, friend. Let's look at Carol Dweck's groundbreaking research on mindsets. In her studies, A Growth Mindset, the belief that abilities can be developed through effort leads to better learning from mistakes and higher achievement compared to a fixed mindset, where traits are seen as set in stone. Be Your Best Self taps into that growth, turning self-acceptance into a launchpad for improvement. It's no longer the stagnation inspired by Be Yourself. It's a framework that allows you to evolve. In a world full of quick-fix advice, let's ditch the lazy platitudes. What's one way you're evolving today? Drop it in the comments. I do read them all. Subscribe for new perspectives to reckon. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.